first senior project. The reason we're doing this one first is he has to bolt right now, right after we get done. He's going to run a video because the team made a video and he's here to answer questions. His voice is almost gone and he's running off to the exam after this, so recognizes a sense of urgency. So with no more ado, I'm going to say, go ahead and start.
All right. I've got an operating exam right after this.
Audretsch and Eric Henderson, and we are the iSANTA Senior Project Team. We couldn't be here today. We're down at Crane Naval Base presenting to our clients, but so I'm going to tell you a little bit about our project. So our project is iSANTA, which stands for iOS Small Arms Naval Target Analysis. The original project was just called SANTA. It was a Visual C++ client developed a couple years ago as a senior project for the small arms warrant holders at Crane Naval Base in southern Indiana, which holds much of the United States military munitions. Our clients were Chuck Zeller and David Long, two of the warrant holders down there. The basic flow was that the user would shoot a target, take a picture using a digital camera, take the camera card, put it in their laptop, upload the picture, and open it in the SANTA program, which would do statistical analysis and export it so that they can look at it later. Since then, the government regulations have increased, and they are not allowed to have any sort of portable storage. Our client's laptop takes about 30 minutes just to boot up with all of the encryption software on it. They wanted to continue using the software for testing bullets since they are in charge of ordering millions of rounds for the military, and currently all they can do is measure with a ruler the distance between the farthest 2 points. That's where we come in. They wanted something portable that they could carry around and wouldn't have to transfer anything to their computers. We chose iOS because iPods are cheap enough for the government to buy, and it's easier to buy an iPod than an Android phone without a plan. Also, iOS is more consistent between devices.
So here's the open screen to our app. You can see that it shows you a list of all your firing reports. If you want to add one more, just click on the plus button. It'll ask for the photo and all this information that will be exported with it. So you have your shoot information, range information, weapon information, ammunition information. Now that will be sent when you export. But to save us some time, I'm going to go to the one that I've already created. I've already filled in all of the fields here. And I've already chosen a sample photo. So I'm going to go ahead and analyze it. As you can see, I've already placed some bullet points here. And now if you have another one, you can tap to add more. If you accidentally tap or it finds one that wasn't there, you can tap again in delete mode and they will go away. Now, say you missed one, like I did up here. You have the ability to move it around to get it right where you want it. Alright, so go to add mode, and you can pan and zoom. So let's go ahead and save and exit. So now that we have all of our bullet holes in there, we have all of our information filled out, we'll go ahead and export it. So here it gives you first it starts off with all the information you entered before, followed by your statistics. You see we have the extreme spread group, center X, center Y, furthest left, furthest right, and then it will also give you a list of all of your points. So you can look at it on here, or you can choose to export it, and it comes up with a email dialog where it gives the picture with all the bullet holes plotted on it, as well as a CSV file which contains all of that information, so you can open and export it to Excel. So now it's as simple as sending it to yourself, sending it to whoever wants the information, and they'll get it right on their computer. So that is our program, and go ahead with our presentation.
One of the good things about this project was that it had already been written into the client specification. You just had to port the backend over iOS and create an entirely new user interface using iOS standards. OpenCV has host to C, which made it relatively easy to add to Xcode, since we could put the code directly into Xcode and just change its dependencies. The OpenCV, we knew from the beginning all the features that the project had aimed at. All of us were interested in iOS development, but only one of us, Jack, had any experience in it. Luckily, we had an iTunes class on iOS development available for free from Stanford, which got us up to speed in 4 to 5 1-hour lectures. There are still some things that most of us didn't feel confident with, such as core data and iOS standards. Because of this, we were dependent on a teammate for help getting things to flow smoothly. We used GitHub.
Can anybody hear that or understand that?
I'm not reading down for us.
Okay. As this thing keeps going on, I can just present.
Yeah, say maybe presenting it. Try to make sure it fills in, or it's running a little bit long right now. So
Yeah.
if you want to accelerate it, you can go ahead and just present. Okay.
Okay, so some of the big problems we had were that only Jack really knew iOS development at first, and I had a lot of version control issues. We really waited till the end to integrate all our different modules, like the statistics and the image recognition and the image editing, and then just the screen-by-screen app. So since we had to wait that long, it definitely causes some stress near the end. Oh yeah, also only 2 of us actually are Mac at home, so the other 2 had to program on the Macs that were in the CS lab, which was annoying. Okay, so the lessons learned. It was cool that we all picked a project we were interested in. That's something we definitely would repeat in the future. We didn't communicate a lot early on, and that was a pitfall. We also, we did notice that it was easy to keep track of all our tasks when we used like a bug tracking or ticketing software rather than just like trying to keep track of tasks on the blog. So that was an experiment that worked out well. And yeah. More stuff that hit us was that we just didn't really get formed until the early fall. So we highly suggest that like you guys start working with whoever you get group with early in the fall. Don't wait until like mid-fall to start really coordinating and get rolling. Since this is getting long, I guess that's the end.
Last one, I give people questions to ask. Are there intruders that might have some questions that want to go from this? And actually, while we're doing questions, is there like being asked? Hold up. You guys being asked to try to just come this way as he's kind of maybe slightly backside. Let's just give you an idea, ask some questions, and where do we go here? Thank you. Okay, we have any questions for Alex at this point? Obviously, people who are here, you'll be going next year. And of course, those are the ones that we're really targeting. Teachers in the back.